Hi there fellow tarot peeps, this is Chloe from Inner Whispers. Today I'm taking a moment to speak with you like this because I just received a deck and I want to do an unboxing with you. However, it kind of made me think about a few things, so I thought I'd talk about that a bit first. Because in the pagan and the Wiccan community online, there's often a lot of talk about balancing polarities, balancing different energies. I mean, in the tarot community generally as well, if you think about all the different tarot cards that can represent that kind of finding balance, be it temperance or the lovers or the devil in some ways too, or, you know, it's there in so many cards, it's there in the alchemical understanding of the cards that Jung sort of initiated, shall we say, and that's found, for example, very strongly in the Thoth deck with the red and the white, the eagle and so forth, the cosmic egg. So it's something that's there a lot, and yet I have to admit, on a personal level, at a spiritual level, I find it quite hard to call on masculine elements of deity. So, for example, on my altar, I hardly ever have any images of masculine deities or anything like that. And one of the kind of little exceptions is angels. I'll quite often have angels on my altar, even though it can be quite a masculine representation of divine energy. And the other big exception to that rule is Ganesha, because Ganesha is a god who I do really connect with. I think I just love most of his attributes, his playfulness, his wisdom, you know, that he was the scribe writing the Upanishads, and that he is the destroyer of obstacles, so he's got a really good vibe going on as far as I'm concerned. And while I think there's an argument to be made that you don't actually need masculine energy as such, that there are ways of balancing polarities that don't have to include these gender stereotypes and ideas, nevertheless I do sometimes try to keep the idea of balance in mind through thinking about polarity and through accepting the idea that we can use gender in a symbolic way, at least, shall we say. So, all that to say that Ganesha is the only god I like. Normally, if I want this idea of a more masculine energy, I might, for example, go for Artemis as a more kick-butt goddess, for example, or Athena for her logical, rational side. It's like, hey, you know, it's not just men who can be logical and rational. So while I don't really agree with the idea that we need to represent these things through gender, nevertheless I do love Ganesha. I can wholeheartedly embrace him as a representation of deity, a representation of a very positive energy, an energy that I want to call on, that I want to draw on. That's it. So it's Ganesha for me. So, of course, I was very excited when the Whispers of Lord Ganesha was advertised, published, and just recently came out. So I'd like to invite you to come and unbox it with me. So here is the Whispers of Lord Ganesha. It's a deck from Blue Angel, and it's the sort of author creator is Angela Hartfield. Artwork by Ekaterina Golovanova, and as I say, it's a Blue Angel deck, which they're normally quite lovely quality, so let's take a look inside. So it comes with this little book, Whispers of Lord Ganesha, and may Lord Ganesha give you a rainbow for every storm, a smile for every tear, a promise for every care, and an answer to every prayer. Very nice. It has 50 cards, and it looks like basically we have some grayscales, a very short introduction to Ganesha, the elephant-headed deity, as they say, and how to use the cards, a quick 3-card spread, and then pretty much a couple of others, Ganesha's horseshoe spread and a relating spread, and then we dive into the actual card meanings. As always, the grayscales, they've done a lovely job in terms of the quality of the images, and there's just a one side for each with a little main sentence and recognise the beauty of each of our paths and bless the journey of others, reflection. So that's what we've got in the book, and that is, well, there's a section for notes, and that's pretty much it. Oh, there's a short bibliography as well, which is quite nice. We have a wonderful Hindu temple quite close to here that I sometimes go to that's absolutely stunning. And I see that straight away in these cards, actually, because there's this love of really bright colours, and we see that here with these vibrant cards. We have beginnings, no surprise there, but that's quite nice that they've also made it card 1. Surrender. Delight, wonderful. Reflection. Energetic movement, love it. Fulfillment. Sustenance. Nice and healthy. He nourished his body as well as his soul. Promise of the future. That's a beautiful dawn, seen from a kind of hermit's cave. Concentration. Writing. Generosity. Embrace. Childlike expression. Yes, there are stories of Ganesha even as a child and his exploits. Oh, I like that. Understanding and that close-up of the eye. And it has a real gentle look to it somehow. Drive. Normally they talk about Ganesha riding on a single mouse, but hey. Revelation. Beautiful colours, look at that purple. Clear your energy. He is destroyer of obstacles, slashing away everything. Great. Inner knowing, openness, spiritual practice, protection, determination. Root chakra. Okay, looks like we're doing chakras. Harmony, next one up. Empowerment for the solar plexus, sacral. And the heart, wholeness, and slight colour theme throughout the whole card. Be candid, yes. Throat chakra. Insight. Anya chakra, and enlightenment. So that's lovely. I quite like having chakra cards because I do use chakras a lot in my work. Perseverance, positive outlook, priorities, that's a big one for me. Decision, steadfastness, it's a lovely word. Guidance, love it. The tripartite gods of the Hindu pantheon coming and being guided by baby Ganesha. Capacity to love. Personal transformation. Healing. Cultivation. Nurture. Acceptance, okay. I can see the challenge there. Spiritual quest. Belonging. Achievement. innocence, blessings, prosperity, splendor, joy, divine support, relaxation, and courage. So these are really lovely images. I like them. They're very playful and colourful. The cards they feel nice sturdy stock, and on the backs we have this image, which is also on the book and also on the deck cover, the box cover. In terms of shuffling, let's give that a go. Yep, they shuffle nicely, quite smoothly. And hand over hand, I'll do it this way. Yes, altogether, I like the cardstock. Sometimes the American versions of these Blue Angel decks tend to have slightly thinner cardstock, but I have to say that the cardstock here from Blue Angel is very nice quality. It's easy to shuffle, it's firm, it feels, obviously it's plenty flexible enough for shuffling, but it doesn't feel like it's going to fall apart, it doesn't feel too weak. Prosperity. And what does that mean? To me, today, it's the prosperity, the delight of having this wonderful new deck. Blessed be.